Welcome to A Dash of Story with Donna Lynn. This month I'm collaborating with the CM Creative Crew to showcase our punches. I'll be using the square punch. Be sure and watch all of our videos. Here's an example of the page that we're going to do, and this is using the Celebrations collection, but in the instructions I'm going to show you how to use it with the Sweet on You collection. The first thing that you'll want to do is add 2 pieces of 12 by 12 designer paper onto your double page spread. This is going to be our base layout. Our third refill page is going to go in the middle of these 2 pages, but for now, let's just work on getting our base pages ready. Okay, next we're going to get our 12-inch trimmer and we're going to cut 2 designer pieces of paper at 2 inches. So we want a 10 by 12 and a 2 by 12 piece. So we'll just put this over here at 10. And I'm doing 2 sheets of paper at a time. And we'll go ahead and cut 2 inches off. You're going to save these for our next step. But for now, we're going to put these on the sides of our page. You're just going to put the 12-inch by 2-inch border along the edges of this page spread, right up to the jeeping strip. Next, we're going to cut the middle piece, and just make sure if it has a pattern on it that you want to make sure it's either vertical or horizontal. So I'm going to cut 2 horizontal pieces, which I'll just cut this in half at 6 inches. That way my hearts are going in the correct direction. They're not like this sideways, they're going to be across the page. So we're going to cut it at 6 inches and 10 inches in length. If you move your page over on your mat, you'll be able to see your measurements, and then we can put this right in the middle where the 9 and the 3 inches are. Okay, now we're going to just set this one aside and get your third white refill page, and you'll need your square punch. What we're going to do is we're going to put our page directly into the square punch, and we're going to put our finger right here at the end so that we're feeling the edge of your paper. And you're going to punch down. Make sure that the jeeping is all the way inside of your punch. We're just going to pull the square punch down so that you can feel with your finger this edge of the opening with the edge of your square punch. So once you have that in place, punch again. And just go all the way down on your page until you get to the bottom. Okay. This is the piece left over from when you cut out the 12-inch border. And you can just adhere it to this page. And we're going to turn it over and do the same thing on the back with that other piece of paper that you had. Now go ahead and put your double page spread back with your mats so that when you have this page in the middle, you'll be able to see the paper from the second page peeking through this page. And again on this side. We'll just start on the left-hand side, and you use this as a guide. You can use foam squares if you want as well. I printed 2 pictures on one photo using Project Life app, And then I used my Canon selfie to print this. You can also send it to any developer. But this helps if your pictures are pretty large. So this one was really large and I wanted to be able to have it fit in my square punch. And so if you put two pictures on one picture, then you'll be able to do that a little bit better. So if you can turn your square punch upside down, you'll be able to see exactly where your picture is going to punch out. So that's great. So I know it's gonna go there. And then I can do the same here. Now, if it doesn't reach, let's say that you want to punch out, well, that actually looks really good. Let's see, let me give another example. Okay, this one. So if you're trying to punch him out, obviously you're gonna cut off his face. So what you need to do is you need to trim this photo probably about right here. So we'll go ahead and do that. So this photo was like this, and I trimmed this piece off. This way I can get it into my square punch and really center that cute face. So that's how you can really get an exact photo where you want it. So let me continue doing these. I'm gonna punch this cutie out. Okay, once you have your pieces in place, then you'll want to go ahead and adhere them down. I did that one already. There we go. We're gonna carefully lift this up. There. So now we have this really sweet border, and when you turn this page, when you have your page protector on, these are going to peek through. So we'll do the same on this side. Carefully lift that up. Okay, so you got this and this. Now let's finish this off. We'll put a 12-inch border on here. Let's use the rhythm blade. Just take out your straight blade, put in the rhythm blade. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this paper because it kind of ties in this. And we'll put it at 1/2 inch mark. And then flip the paper over and do the same on this side. That way you have a straight edge and you have the cool rhythm design. And you're going to want it as close as possible. Kind of almost covering up the edges of that. So it gives the illusion that it's on the same page. Okay, now we can add some photos in the middle. And because this is 6 inches, you'll want to cut your photos down a little bit. So we'll just use this trimmer here. Make it to be about 5 1/4. I'm going to cut another 6 by 8 strip for the other page. I think that will look good. You can put a little title there. and some journaling strips. You can cut the journaling strips so that they're not all the same size. And then on this side, you can add a photo that's the larger photo of the little mini photo that you did. So this is just like a cute little snapshot, and then this is him in the whole car. It's kind of fun. And the ones that you punched out, you can still use those photos. Just trim off the part that is punched. You can do something like that. And you can also mount the photos if you want to have some, maybe pull some red, do some red underneath. That'd be pretty. Or whatever coordinating cardstock that you have that goes with the collections that you're using. I'm going to use this leftover piece right here. And this is a little busy for me, and it's about 5 inches. So I think if we did about a 4-inch journaling paper, that would look really good. Of course, you can also fill it with more photos. If you've got a lot more photos, you can do that. 4 1/4 by 9 1/4. Nice. Now you could do a cluster of stickers down here. Maybe I'll just add a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'll just do a little bit of my embellishments on here. These are the finished pages. And then I'll show you what it looks like when you put the page protectors on. And this is what it looks like with the page protectors on. And it does kind of give that window effect because it's got the reflective page protector. So I just think that looks nice. It's got its own page spread. And then when you turn this page, now you're gonna have a whole different look because these photos are peeking through. And when it's in your book, I just think it's just a fun, interactive way to do your pages. Here's another example of the square punch windows layout, but using the Celebrations collection. I can't wait to see what you create. Happy scrapping. Be sure and watch our other videos on CM Creative Crew. And please like and subscribe if you did like these videos.